Yeah, all right, guys, you're welcome again to another edition of the program. This day, it's another interesting time. This time around, we are still looking at the reactions to the Super Eagles' failure to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. And it will be recalled that they lost 4-3 on penalties against ZR Congo on Sunday, and there have been a lot of reactions about their performances and the likes. But this time around, former Super Eagles captain John Mikel Obi has slammed the players for going on that protest before that game, blaming that the protest was not done at the right time, and then there are times that you choose your battle. Let's hear from John Mikel Obi, the Super Eagles legend.
Failure. I think that's what it is. That's what we call it. I think it was just disappointment to the whole situation. What happened before the game, before the two games. Just situations that shouldn't have come up came up, and whichever way you look at it, whether it was resolved or not resolved, those situations will affect the players. Yes, we did win the first game, but then the second game, we couldn't get through. Those situations shouldn't have happened. There was a lot of negative things that happened that shouldn't have come up. Players skipping training, not going to training. For such important games, you can't do that. So number one, who to blame? Who do you blame? The players are saying it's from the money owed from African Cup of Nations, that they owe that money, that they should be paid that money before these two playoff games. You have to choose your battles sometimes as players. And when you find yourself in a situation where we find ourselves, two playoff games, which is
must win,
lose, go home, win, you advance. I just think those situations shouldn't have come up. The players, whichever way this situation should have been resolved before anything like this comes up. Because we know these two games are the most important games. I've said it here so many times.
Yeah.
Of those players' lives, everybody depended on these two games. And I just thought that this whole situation, it doesn't matter who you play. If you skip training, if there's negativity around the place, it will affect the players. It will affect everybody around the team. Not just the players, the fans, the country, the nation. Everybody was worried about what was going on. The players not going to training.
2 days before
Two days before a World Cup playoff game. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. And I did say it, that whatever it will take for the NFF to make this whole playoff games comfortable, for the players to feel comfortable, the players to not worry about anything, do it. Now is the right time to do it. And what did they do? Few days after we spoke about that, something else came up. Something else, big negativity came up. So these are the things that I always talk about with this NFF. They choose always the wrong time to make issues come up.
Yeah.
Because it was just the wrong time for the situation to come up. And it just comes again with the whole thing that I talk about every single time. Do we have the talent in the team? Of course we do. Do we have the players to take us to the World Cup? Of course we do. We have all these things. The potential is there with the team, with the players. But when you have the people in charge,
constantly putting
the team in this situation, in this negative situation, it brings the whole team down. And that's what happened. Yes, we did win against Gabon 4-1.
After extra time.
After extra time. But then we couldn't go past DRC Congo. It's just the whole thing of negativity. It just doesn't work well when you are in this situation of going to the World Cup. And that's where my frustration comes with the NFF. That's where my frustration comes with them not being the right people to motivate these players, to get the best out of these players, to make sure that these players are comfortable playing for the national team. Because if those things happen 2 days before the game, it doesn't matter if you have a meeting and sort it out, it still lingers around.
Of course.
Mentally, it's in their brains thinking, you know what? this thing has just happened. We missed training 2 days before. Am I fit? Am I ready for this game because I haven't trained for 2 days? Mentally in your head, you're not focused on that game.
Yeah.
So these are the little things that when it happens, they're not little things. These are things that has been happening time after time, year after year of this NFF, of the wrong people being in charge. I've said it. There is no two ways about it. We had to go to the World Cup and now we failed 2 times in a row. It's a disaster.